Hey everybody, happy Friday. This is a look ahead to the Philadelphia Flyers versus the Buffalo Sabres tonight. The Flyers come into this game as favorites over the Sabres, who are 8, 19, and 7, as we are now 15, 12, and 7. Flyers have been doing very well of late. They lost the one game, but then they came back and won a game that their defense, I didn't watch all of it because I was at a party on Wednesday, but their defense wasn't consistent the whole entire game, but they got the goals done and they got chances and capitalized on them more than the other team, which again is the most important thing. When you capitalize on your 31 shots on goal compared to 28 by the Red Wings, and the Red Wings have Jimmy Howard and not Jonathan Quick, that makes a huge difference because let's be honest, we could have easily at least got into overtime in that Kings game if they didn't have Jonathan Quick. Jonathan Quick just stopped everything. He was pretty much a brick wall because we had 10 or 12 more shots than them. I can't exactly remember. I was at least 10, and we couldn't get anything in. But Weiss, yes, Dale Weiss last game had a good reaction goal and then wrapped it around and scored. That was great to see because obviously he's a guy that's very streaky and we probably gave too much money to. But if he can get going, then people's opinions will at least start shifting a little bit. So hopefully he gets going. Then Simmer got another one, and then Hag got his first NHL goal, which was great because he's been so good on defense this year. If anybody deserves to get one in, it's him because he's been such a consistent defenseman this year. To get his first goal is great for him. And then Coots, who's been a menace this year, got another one. But moving on to today's game, the expected starters are Robin Lanier, who is 7-14-4 with a 2.76 goals against and a 9.14 save, and a 13-7-6 with a 2.67 goals against and a 9.12 save is Brian Elliott. So, obviously, Brian Elliott has to keep playing like he's been a lady. He was a little bit streaky last game, so it will be better if he plays like he did in the 6-game winning streak than he did against Detroit. But he still did well enough when we got the win, and he did well, and he made some big saves when he needed to, which is what he's consistently been doing. No, we don't have our franchise goaltender yet, but we have to be patient with the Flyers because Lyon or Stellaars is not our franchise goaltender. It's going to be, if anybody that is in the system, is going to be Carter Hart or Felix Sandstrom. So, got to wait a little bit. Obviously, less for Carter Hart because Sandstrom's still below. And I think both of those guys, in my opinion, from reading a lot of stuff on their scouting reports and stuff, could both end up being good NHL goalies. It would just depend who surpasses the other as the starter. That would be the huge thing. So, this is going to be another exciting game tonight. The Flyers should be able to come out against the Sabres. I'm not sure if the Sabres played last night. That's something I'm going to look at right now because that would make this game a heck of a lot should be even easier for us because the Sabres they did not play last night. So both of these teams are going into this game rested and haven't not played last night. So that certainly helps them. And then tomorrow we have a back-to-back game against Columbus, which Elliott might start back-to-back. I'm kind of surprised that he's the expected guy tonight. And we're not going to go with Alex Lyon just because typically in a back-to-back you don't play the same goalie, and Alex Lyon would probably fare much better. Well, not probably, most likely would fare much better against the against the Sabres instead of the Blue Jackets, who we play tomorrow, who are a much superior team to the Buffalo Sabres. So that's a tough first start of the season playing Columbus, so we would really need our D to step up if he plays, and he is expected to play tomorrow, reading stuff and looking at expected starters and the such. But the Flyers just need to keep playing consistent, capitalizing on their chances. The only game they didn't do it was in the LA game. And they've been very good this month of December, so they just need to keep playing the same hockey they've been playing this entire month and getting it done. Giroux, Simmons, Couturier, Voracek, etc. need to keep getting it done because they've been doing a lot for this team all year. We need to stay healthy like we've been for the most part, minus McDonald, who was out, and a couple other guys. But We need to stay healthy with our big name guys, have them stay healthy. Ratko's been decent since he's been in, and we just need to keep improving upon where we're at now and forget about the streak we had before in November and move on, which it seems like we're doing a good job at doing. So we just need to keep doing that, and then we will be fine. The leading scorer for the Sabres is Evander Kane. He has 31 points with 14 goals and 17 assists, but he does have a minus 10 rating. So when he's on the ice, you do get a lot of chances in your end if you can get in your end. Evander Kane is not the best defensive player. Jack Eichel is their second leading scorer, who has a minus 13 himself with 11 goals and 17 assists and 28 points. So you can score on the Sabres because Lehner's an average goaltender, and the Sabres defense is young, much like ours, so they're going to give up some chances. Our leading scorer is obviously Voracek with 42 points, who has 8 and 34, and he has a +4. Then our second guy is G, who's right behind him with 39 points, who has 13 and 26 with a +10 rating. He's having a phenomenal season. And then Coots keeps doing better, and then Simmons is doing well. It was a good idea to split those guys. Now we're getting our scoring going throughout the lines. I keep giving credit to Hackstall for that and our other coaches that got together and figured out how to put the lines together. They did very well there. And players to watch tonight will likely be, I'm looking for Raffle to continue to keep doing well, but he's an obvious choice. What I'm really looking for is like TK to finally step up and get going and have a good game, because he's obviously been struggling of late and not having the best games. He's been getting some chances, but he's not burying them. So he just really needs to get the puck in the back of the net, and then he probably, obviously nothing's a definite, but he probably will get going significantly more once he puts one in the back of the net and he gets comfortable, because that's what worked for Raffle, and now he's rewarded with the second line with Filppula and Voracek. The expected lines for tonight are Drew, Couturier, Simmons, so typical, Raffle, Filppula, Voracek, typical, Wheel, Patrick, Weiss, and then Lateras, Lawton, and Konechny. And then Provorov and McDonald are on the first defense line like normal. Then it's Hag, Ghost, and then Sanheim, Gudas. So Flyers just need to keep playing consistent like they've been doing, keep getting chances, keep capitalizing on those chances, and they should be good. Play good defense, and then get some fast pucks, get some fast breaks going, some unbalanced rushes where we have 3-on-1s, 2-on-1s, etc. Make good defensive plays against this team, because they can be sloppy in their offensive zone. So take advantage of some of their young players making mistakes, much like some of our guys do, and make that come back to bite them with uneven rushes in your favor instead of against us, which typically is the case. But we're able to rebound from stuff a lot better now. So let's go Flyers. Let's make this 2 in a row and beat the Sabres. And then we'll try to make it 3 in a row tomorrow and beat one of our divisional teams, a division rival, you could say, in the Columbus Blue Jackets. Let's go, boys. Let's get it done tonight. This has been Sports Fanatic News. I'm Joe Borek. This is a look ahead to the Flyers and Buffalo Sabres. Have a great Friday night, everybody. Enjoy the game if you watch it. If not, enjoy your night. Peace.